Another hot button. Antonio, thank you for being so active tonight on the broadcast here. It's time to stop the federal government from giving Title 4D incentives to the courts. This, I feel, is a root cause of the problem that family courts have. They look more at generating revenue than truly giving judgments on what is in the child's best interest. I think you're dead on. There are multiple issues with family courts around misguided laws, misguided policies. One of those is, I think, around the funding of the child support system in Title 4D. So, for those of you that don't know, in short, Title 4D is essentially a federal kickback for collecting child support that helps fund the system. I think that's an issue. We've seen that in the state of Texas back in 2020 when they intercepted a lot of dads' refund or stimulus checks. They sent out a press release congratulating themselves for collecting the most money they had ever collected in a calendar year, and I think that's shows the motive for what they do, because in a 50-50 parenting situation or close to it, you're not going to have nearly as much child support. The second one is, we talked about it earlier, domestic violence. So we've seen a lot of conversation around the Violence Against Women Act. That's something that was enacted in the 90s. That another thing that provides funding. When women are victims of domestic violence, there's a funding component to the states. So I think it's more than Title 4D. Title 4D is an issue. It's something that many in the movement have taken up. That's one of the few federal issues. So that's something that the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House would have to address. And I think a lot of the mental horsepower finances are so focused on the state level that I don't see Title 4D changing anytime soon. But it's definitely something I think that is kind of a second generation change once we are 50-50 in states having equal and shared parenting. So that's very, very, very astute, very commonly held belief, I think, from a lot of people.